greensandmachines.com.
All right, folks, welcome back to the garden. Today we're going to be taking these cuttings I have. These are basil cuttings. I've got them rooted, and what we're going to do is separate them so they are in individual containers so they can grow roots. I mean, longer roots, and then they can go to the hydroponic garden behind me. Now, one reason to do this is because the roots here, they're not quite long enough to hit the bottom of the reservoir yet. I need these plants to get a bit more developed. So in doing so, they'll have a better chance of survival. And then eventually, once these plants grow bigger, I can take cuttings from those, and we'll repeat the process over and over again until we get enough plants to fill that entire garden. So there's two methods I like to use to get these roots to grow longer. One of them is I kind of create a little Kratky method style basin. This one has space for about 12 plants. I made it out of an old spinach container. So this one's kind of nice, but for the amount of cuttings I'm doing today, it's about 5 of them. I've got this other setup going where I have an old concentrated juice container. And what you do with these juice concentrate containers, you take the lids and you cut a 2-inch hole, and the 2-inch hole is the perfect size. You can slap a net pot into it, and you fill each of the containers with water or nutrient solution. And then the roots of the new cutting will sit in a reservoir and they'll continue to grow. So let me show you how I quickly transplant these into here. And then from here, we'll leave them for a few weeks or a few days, and they should be big enough to go into the other garden. So let's get started. So from here, we have the cuttings. I'll have to gently remove them from this I guess transplanting thing I've got here. Now normally I'd probably end up rooting my cuttings in this and maybe have a bunch of them just in one little net pot, but because I didn't have them available to me at the time, I had to make do with just a regular paper beverage cup. So I'll have to remove them carefully from the holes I poked into here and place them in here. So in each little net cup, I'm going to place the cutting, and I've got some stones here as my inert growing medium to keep the stems in position and to prevent them from flying all over the place. So let's first go ahead and separate the cuttings. And then I should also mention, after each cutting is in a concentrate container, I fill it with water so it can continue to stay hydrated. So let's see what we can do. Very gently, without disturbing the roots. Come on. Let's try to get it there for one. Come on. There we go. Oh no, did I lose some roots? Yeah, I lost some roots. It should be okay still. So that should be solid right there. I think for where I've got these cuttings rooted, it might be easier just to cut away the paper around it. Yeah, let's try that. Luckily it's already pretty wet. Yeah, there you go. You see? No more sacrificing of roots for no good reason. Come over here, please. And the roots can go right through the holes in the bottom, just like so. And then back into the pot. Grab some pebbles. Put those around the base. And ideally, we have all the leaves out here. Now I should say the beauty of this also, once these roots are long enough, this whole net pot just goes into the system. There's no more transplanting needed. So I like how modular this kind of setup is. So on to the next one. This one's kind of not ready, but it's better to be in the 2-inch pot than not. I'm not put stones in that one yet, not till it's a bit longer of roots. But I'm not crushing it. Come on. There we go. And we got 2 more big ones. I think what I'll do is for that other one I've got over there, I'll just put it in the same one. And I'll transplant out the other one later. I will need to cut some more lids. Now to cut the lid, that's pretty easy. All you can do, you just use a pocket knife, or if you got a scissors with a kind of a needle nose, that's also pretty good. All right, and last but not least, come on, there we go. So I'll just take this one and plop this one in here also for the time being. All right, so next we need to fill them with water. May as well use this leftover water. Now when you put water in it, you kind of want to submerge in that cup halfway full. That way the roots are fully submerged. There we go. Pardon the mess. We're outdoors, no big deal. And voila. Now I got too much water in here. So folks, that's how you set up this propagation method I've got going on. If you got any questions about it, feel free to leave a comment in the description below. If you like this method, hit the like button and feel free to subscribe to the channel for more hydroponic gardening tips. Make sure you check out another one of our videos before you sign off, and we'll see you in the next video.